Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to go over a full court play that will get the ball inbounded for your team where there's a situation where you need to inbound the ball to run the clock out. Okay, so let's say that you're up by one and you're trying to get the ball inbounded. This team's going man to man. They're trying to pressure the ball and have you inbound the ball somewhere around their baskets where they can force a steal. And there might be just a couple of seconds left. Okay, one, maybe two. We've run this several times. Once, a couple times in middle school, a couple times in high school. And it's all about just getting the ball inbounded and someone grabbing the ball, touching the ball, and making the clock run out and inbounding it away from the other team's basket. Okay, you don't want to throw the ball anywhere here because you don't want to have the chance of us making a bad pass and getting a steal and getting a shot off in a couple seconds. So what we do is we try to place our people in certain spots and basically put them in a position to where our best defenders are going to be drawn in towards this side of the basket. Okay, reason being, we don't want to throw it there, so we want to have their best defenders on these guys, and then your not so good defenders, we're going to have some people here that we're going to put them in a position that these people here should be someone who can move up and down the court, who can catch that long pass, who can get out and go and beat someone basically in a foot race if we're trying to make basically a football pass. Okay, this person here has to be able to throw the ball somewhere around this area here. Should be a pretty decently sized person. All right, that way they can get over the defense and they can make that pass. You don't want to put your shortest person here because if they try to throw it over the top and they have a tall defender guarding the inbounder, then chances are they're going to deflect it, steal it, something like that. It's going to be really difficult to do in that situation. Okay, one thing to keep in mind is remind your guys on a made basket, they could run that baseline and make sure that before they do it, especially after a timeout, I'll give you the situation after I'm telling you this point, but make sure that you go clarify with the official, can I run the baseline? Okay, here's the situation. You're up by 5 points, and then the other team comes down and they make a 3-point shot, and now it's a 2-point game, and as soon as they make the shot, they call a timeout, and it's maybe their last timeout. Okay, maybe they have one more timeout, whatever. But now it's a 2-point game. Now let's say it's 50-48, and you're like, okay, a couple seconds left, 2-3 seconds left, we need to just run the clock out. That's it. All right, so we're in the huddle, we're drawing this up. I'm telling my inbounder, walk up to the official and say, I'm just clarifying I could run the baseline because it was a made basket. Make the official tell you yes, because what will happen sometimes, maybe the official will forget that it was a made basket, and if he starts running, then they call travel or something like that. You don't want to turn over that situation. So you want the inbounder to make sure and tell and clarify. Just in case they need to, I would recommend not. Okay, unless your inbounder is kind of short, then he may have to free himself up, or she may have to free herself up to get open to make this pass. Okay, so what happens here is these back two guys should be someone in which the defense is going to think that they're getting the ball. All right, so they're going to basically fake long, and they're flashing hard to around the free throw line, extending maybe a little bit before, and they're going to try to do that simultaneously where you want their defenders to get drawn in here. As that's happening, what's going to happen is these guys here are going to basically cross at about middle of the paint. Okay, the guy on the ball side is basically going to come off of a screen from the guy on the opposite ball side. So this guy comes in, he screens, this guy loops around, and he's going straight up the middle, and we're looking to throw it long. Okay, now if he gets it and he's wide open, great. If there's a defender that trails with him and you throw it over the top, and let's say they tip the ball and it's in play, time is running off the clock, maybe they intercept it back here and there's only a couple seconds left, at least the defense is catching it out here off of a steal and having to force it from half court or well beyond the 3-point line as opposed to catching it here. Okay, this guy also, when he screens, if both of the defenders cheat over and try to go get that guy, he'll be wide open. So this is kind of your bailout, your safety guy here. And also when these guys flash up, if they're denied and the ball hasn't released yet, they can cut straight back, okay, and come up the sideline, and that's another safety valve as well. All right, so you want to tell your guy that's coming off of this here, coming straight down the middle, that if the ball is not up in the air and he does not get the ball by half court, he can just continue to come, because what we're going to do is we're going to send the 2 and the 1 straight down the sideline as well. All right, just in case we need to get the ball inbounded. Key thing is we got to get it inbounds somewhere in the middle of the court to where we can just basically go tap it, get it, run the clock out, start the clock moving, and then the clock will run out from there. Okay, so a little risky in a sense. However, it's one that it's not typical that you would run something like this. This is more or less just to run that clock out and prevent the other team from getting a steal around their basket. So let's kind of go slow mo, then we'll go medium speed to show you what it looks like. You see 2 and 1 faking long, and they're coming in. As you see, 4 and 3 are making that cross. As you see, 3 comes around, and then he's hitting them. That was a little early, but you want to get him somewhere around here. And the key thing, this guy here, let him read it to where if he sees he's open here, hit him like a football pass. The last thing you want done is for him to overthrow and then him having to chase it, because if we don't touch the ball and it goes out of bounds, that team's going to get the ball right here under their basket for a last second shot, because no time is going to run off the clock. Okay, so make sure that he reads it and sees exactly where they can get the ball. Okay, if for some reason, again, that let's say this defender would have got caught up and they both start chasing here, this guy's wide open. You can pass the ball to him or her, and he can, dribble it out through the gaps. He can pivot, do something to kind of protect the ball. If that ball was not passed to either one of them, okay, let's say this guy stayed and denied, this guy covered it really well, then this guy could just jab step right here and over the top, and then you got it anyway. Okay, so there's several options, but this is your first, this is your second, this would be your third, this would definitely be your fourth, because it is on the weak side, kind of across the court. So this is something, I just named it long because you're throwing it long, but it's a play design that you might need with a couple seconds left in that situation. So let me know your comments below. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.